So in the last couple of days or so, I've been racking up on some vehicles. So I modeled from like 1986 to 1996, and it's always hard to find vehicles within that era. But I managed to get lucky. I found some through Train World and Lombard Hobbies. I found a few too. So I got the Volkswagen Beetle. Growing up as a kid, I used to call this the putt putt car. Now that they is extinct, I kind of miss them. I managed to find a Lamborghini, which fits in the era, but I liked it. I wanted one. A Ford Torino. I remember as a kid, I used to like these. In fact, my oldest sister her boyfriend had one, and he was notorious for driving down he would back up down the street like 60 miles an hour in a perfect line without hitting a car. And he's in his 60s, and he can still do that to this day. Picked up a Ford Fairmount. This is from Atlas. It just recently came out. My dad had one of these also, the Cadillac Fleetwood. I wish they had the light blue similar to that color because that's the color of Fleetwood my dad had. And I found this old Volkswagen van. I'm going to probably patch out the Markman because it really don't fit in what I want. And I found this Walthers. I actually seen these a while ago and I just never thought to pick one up. So it's actually a kit. It's not complicated. It does have a lot of pieces. I'm debating whether I'm going to weatherize it or not. But I'll probably get to this, put this together at some point in the next couple of days or so. No rush for it. And I've been working on my scale train Rio Grande caboose. So it's a kit. And I love my kits because one thing I like about this is I can do the weathering. As you see, I did the weathering. I went by photos, so the weathering is pretty accurate. The pictures that I found of this particular caboose seem to be grimy from like soot and from going through the tunnels or whatnot. So I'm basically done. I got to add the window glazings to this, and then I got to weatherize the front and the rear railings, and the floor for it and the body is pretty much done. I got to do a little more weathering to the wheels, and then that'll be it for that. So hang tight, and I'll mount this camera up, and I'll show you the mail call. Okay, so let's get on with it. So this package came Wednesday, I believe. So this is from Lombard Hobbies. So let's see what we got in the box. Been a little busy this week. Got Lombard Hobbies. I think I got one more package on the way next week, I believe, from Train World. I be ordering so much junk sometimes I forget what I be ordering. So, let's see. And Lombard Hobbies always make sure they give you snacks for ordering and stuff. Get rid of that. So, we got another Ford Fairmount. This is, I believe it's a maroon, dark corduroy metallic. So, Atlas has, they had the regular Ford Fairmounts and they had a station wagon. I kind of assumed they was going to come out together, but the station wagon hasn't came out yet, so when that come out, I'm going to grab one of those. And up next, so this is cool. This is Afrin's 3-bay cover hopper, Sioux line. I have one, but it's not a Genesis. I think it's a ready to roll, or it might be an Intermountain. I'm not really sure. In fact, I think it is an Intermountain, if I'm not mistaken. So that I go... I don't see. Maybe I should take it out the box, show it to you. I'm kind of glad I'm not married because I used up every space in the basement, and now I'm using the dining room table. So I could just imagine how that would go if I had to argue with the wife over taking up the dining room table for train stuff. But since there's nobody here to argue with, who cares? So that's that. So I'm going to put all that junk to the side, come back to that later. So which one we're going to do first, that or that? They both from Mini Prints. So this one, actually came back in May. So I was going through some stuff with the death in the family and whatnot, so I never opened it. It's from Mini Prints. I don't even remember what it was that I ordered, so we're going to all find out together. What did we order back in May? That's a long time. This is what, March 15th to be exact. Okay, so what we got, a cool little case it comes in. See what, all right, let's see what we got. All right, so the first one said Rail Fan. I don't know how well you can see that. So there's one figure in there. This one say 6 crew, 4, whatever that means. It's 2 figures in there, and they all unpainted. Up next, we got another figure, E66, whatever that is. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know who this is supposed to be. There's a figure that's sitting. I don't know how well you can see it. So that's that. We got another set of figures. DS. Oh, DJ. Okay, yeah, I remember. So this is DJ from DJ's Trains. There's 2 of them in a pack. So I gotta find some pictures of him and paint these up too. So that's how long it's been. Like I said, I ordered this stuff back in May and I completely forgot about it because I haven't opened it. So that's that. DJ. Look like we got some oil drums. Looks like 12 in a pack. So I could paint them up. I always could find use for the oil drums, so I don't know any particular place right offhand, but definitely find a spot for it. So they are actually on a little stand, so that'll make it easier to paint them. I'll probably just hand paint them because they don't need to look perfect. I just want to look whatever color they're going to be, and they don't even need to look good, just paint it. So that's that. Okay, so that's from May Mini Prints. This is a new Mini Prints. I kind of remember what I ordered, but then again, I don't even remember. I think I ordered a bandit car. Well, we'll see. Let's see what the sheet said. Okay, I ordered a S2 speeder, some Canadian geese, another figure, it said Edge 7, and some figure taggers. Okay, we'll see what that look like. Okay, so here go the taggers. So these are the taggers. I guess taggers that's tagging your boxcars. I'm gonna have fun with these then, because I have a lot of graffiti buildings and rail cars with graffiti, so definitely put these to use. Just gotta paint them up. What we got here? Oh, these are geese. I don't know, they look kind of like elephants, but no, they are geese. Maybe I'm holding it wrong. I don't know. I think I'm holding it wrong or looking at it wrong. Oh, well, we'll paint those up too. And we got a speeder. That's cool. So it's already assembled. I don't have to do nothing but paint that. Because I think I would hate to have to assemble that with these little wheels and the fine parts. But it could be done, but I'd rather be assembled at this rate and then make it easier for me to paint it up and put it in action. And what else we got? Edge. Okay, so Edge is a person, I guess, that's like leaning on over the edge of a railing or whatever he might be leaning over. So there's one in that pack. Then we got speeder riders. Okay, the drivers for the speeder drivers. There's 2 figures in there, and they sit in a sitting position. So that'll be fun. I got, let's see, how many we got? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of mini prints that need to be painted up. So that is my mail call. So we're gonna move down to the basement and show you some of the stuff I've been working on down there. That's fun. I actually did do some improvements. Got some things updated and out of the way. So we're gonna jump right to that next. Okay, let me pause the camera and we're gonna jump to it. Okay, so on the layout, finally got this corner done. And as you can see, I got the backdrop put up. So now that I'm done with this corner, I can focus on the engine house. So I actually had been doing some stuff to it. As you see, I added some brick panels, or cinder block panels rather. Added some graffiti, got some of the windows. Well, the window part ain't actually in, it's just the framing. Probably add a few more tags to it. So the building itself is going to have minimum detail, not a lot. I'll probably just detail it as I go along, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time and effort up front. And then I have some Southern Pacific, the flashing signs from Miller Engineer, I believe it's called. So that'll go on the roof once I get everything settled. And the purpose of this building was supposed to be a banded engine house, and I was going to leave it at that. I wind up one day, I bent part of the track. I don't know how, but I just wound up breaking it off. So now that happened, I mean, I could probably just glue the track back in place. So now it will be a abandoned building that's, well, not, let's put it this way. It's not being used for railroad purpose, but it's still in operation. So that'll be the function of that. And I'm working on some decaling for it. And then over here, the grain, feed mill. So it looks like a mess here because it is, because I actually been working on this. It's been moved off the layout a few times in the last couple of days. So I finally got it weathered. I'm adding all the pieces. So one bummer, I have to add the windows, and unfortunately I can't find the windows for it. So I've been like looking all day and haven't found them yet. So that's the hold up with that. Once I find the windows, I drop the windows in and just throw all the pieces back together, and that'll be a done deal. And then I can get the lighting squared away. There's lights in here, but they're not set up right exactly the way I want them. And this corner here, as you see the wire sitting there. So I'm trying to add lights to this kit here. That building actually goes where the wires sit. So I had a terminal block, which I can't find. It's goofy there. It's like when I need it, I can't find it. And when I don't need it, I see it just always in my face. And so I need that terminal block because I need to wire up quite a few things on that same block. So once I find that, I can put the wire in and put the lights in and be done with that area. Finally got around to working on the front of the distribution center. I still haven't came up with a name for it. It needs work. I'm still working on the actual building itself. But I've managed to get the parking lot done. I have some concrete car stops right here. I'm going to probably put those in later. Added the hedge, some trees in the backdrop, little mini trees. So, like I said, with the interior is not going to be displayable. I'm going to just have it at a minimum where you can see the lighting inside, but not much interior because it's not really important. But on the opposite side of the street from there, much progress. So the auto shop been painted white most of my buildings I paint them white until I figure out what I'm gonna paint them in. So I did this gray with some type of green. I'm not sure what they call this, but I like the setup. So I got the building painted up. I'm gonna actually name this CNN, C-N-A-N-D and N, because I have a cousin that actually owns a body shop. Cousin and Charlie and Norman. So that's the name of their shop, CNN, Charlie and Norman. So I want to name it after them. So this particular building, I will do interior inside the office building. And I have some pieces. I have some more pieces. I have actually a whole mechanic garage shop set. And that's all going to go inside here once I'm done. You can see the wiring. So the wiring, I got to strip it down, to size. So, but the lighting is set. It's just I gotta strip down the wire and eliminate all this excess wire, and so that way you don't see none. Well, you won't see it once it's done, and that's the inside of it. But like I said, I will do the interior for this once as I'm going along and get some of the stuff that I need, just step by step, no rush. So then the last order of business, once I get that feed mill finished and do probably look, because the auto shop, I'm not going to go crazy. I'll do the details as time goes on and as I feel like it. So one of the long delayed projects here. So I have temporary lighting in here, but if you can see though, that little block is actually two of them. I don't know exactly what, some type of generators or whatever. So the idea is I'm gonna have flashing LEDs on both of them, and then I want to upgrade the interior lighting. That way you get a better. That way you can see the interior a little better, and then I'm gonna actually finish putting the window glazing in because the window glazing are not actually in yet. I would most likely put exterior lights somewhere on the outside. I haven't really figured out where. Same story with distribution. So I have a light there. I probably put two along the side of the building, and then I want to add like two more in the front of the parking lot, and then that'll be that for that. Well, it wouldn't be the end, but that's the idea for the parking lot area. And that pretty much concludes what I've been doing lately. So I've been on the structure lighting kick the last couple of days, and I actually have done a lot to some of the structures. And the Roberts printing, the new one I'm working on is almost done. I got a few more things to do to it. And once that happens, this particular building here will be replaced with one that looks basically